Hello.
You have Didi for one more year. News for Angels or rumors, Toby?
Okay.
Does Whit Merrifield get moved? Nick. I do
Microphone
not think
array,
so.
stream mix.
I would be surprised. I would like him to get moved. I think if you put him on a winning situation, if you put him in San Diego, you put him in LA, you put him in New York, you put him on Toronto, you put him on Boston, all of a sudden, everyone would just the national attention on Whit Merrifield would be great. He's a great player. I don't think he's going to get moved. What do I think the Yankees are doing, Brandon? I think the Yankees are trying to get Freddie Freeman. I think they're trying to get Freddie Freeman. I think if they can't get Freddie Freeman, they have a trade probably in their mind, an offer for Matt Olson. It was out yesterday that Matt Olson was actually their preferred upgrade for first base.
Audio input capture 2. I don't know what that is.
We'll see what they do. But I think that they are looking to make a big move. No doubt about that.
You hear me now? Can
Thank
you
you
hear
again to everybody
his stream?
in tonight. Thank you for all of the new subscribers. We got 20,000 yesterday. Again, thank you for that. Salute, Ballcat Nation, for the support. It's been great. We got to 20,000 yesterday. We are less than 200 away from 21,000. So in a day, close to another 1,000 new subscribers. So
okay.
I appreciate it. You guys.
Look, I came up with a way to do the
Ryan, thank you for the donation.
microscope.
Ryan, were you trying to add a question to that? If you were, I will keep an eye on the chat and I will look for you. This ain't it. Thank you for the sub. Thomas, thank you for subbing. Make sure to subscribe if you're just finding the channel for the first time.
That camera up there sucks, but this is a proof of concept.
Hang with us. We're watching the free agency. When the season gets started, we're going to be watching baseball, reacting to it, talking about it. Big things that happen. We'd love for you guys to be a part of this. Make sure to subscribe. Chris, thank you for subbing. Bryce, thank you for subbing. Teddy, thank you for subbing. What are the O's going to do?
Can like
Smalls,
stream
the
microscope.
Going to do a whole lot. They're going to do moves like they did today. Robinson, Chirinos.
This is what corners look like
Build the team up.
when you really zoom in.
I'll tell you this. Let me stop the music for a second. If Robinson Chirinos robs us of an Adley Rutschman to start the year, I'm going to be very mad at Robinson Chirinos or the Orioles.
You would think it would look better zoomed in, but it's just
if
dots.
we don't get Adley Rutschman on day one because of Robinson Chirinos, I'm not going to be happy about that. Andy, thank you for subbing. Chris and Bryce and Teddy and all of you, welcome in. Do I think Bauer plays for LA? I think he's going to get suspended.
Yankees can get both Conforto and Freeman. Conforto, what happens to Gallo, Judge, Stanton?
What do you think about that, Anthony? Yankees can get both Conforto and Freeman. Why would you want Conforto? Freeman, yes. Conforto.
Here's a
Get Freeman. Re-up Judge.
Here's a foil card. Not
Let's see how
chrome,
Gallo
but it's a
does
foil.
when there's no more shift. You're locked into Stanton for a while. I really do. I feel like I don't think you need Conforto. Get Freeman.
Or if I can look
Resign Judge.
at a slab
Win the World
to get an
Series.
idea like what a 10,
In that order.
what a 10's corners look
Yankee
like.
fans, is that what you want to do? Is the goal to
It's
win
like
the
a
World
10
Series?
paper.
Okay, let me help you. Sign Freddie Freeman. Re-sign Aaron Judge.
Here we go. We got a.
You get 2 of the next 5 World Series championships. I'm not a Yankee fan. Okay? Earlier in the stream, I was accused of hating the Yankees. But if that's what they do with the pitching that they have and the prospects that are coming, as a Jays fan, I would hate for that to happen. So that's why I put it out there as what they should do. I basically think about what's the worst case scenario for the Blue Jays in the East as it goes to the Yankees, and that's it. Sammy, thank you for subscribing. IC, thank you for subscribing. Where do you personally believe that Freeman will end up? I still have my eggs in the Dodger basket. Again, I want to go back and make sure that Ryan, I saw your donation. I want to make sure you didn't comment. Do the Mariners, I'm still here, Ryan. Do the Mariners manage to land Bryant and Suzuki? Let's see. Do the Mariners manage to land Bryant and Suzuki? I don't know if they can do they get?
It's hard to see the edges.
I think it ends up being one. I think it ends up being one of them. All right. Let's see. I saw another. Let's see. I saw a couple things coming in. Quinn, thank you for that. I have a feeling you probably meant to add a question, so add your question. I'll keep an eye out for it.
I'd rather bring back Rizzo and focus on pitching and Trevor Story.
Let's see. Jeremy, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for
you think they're going to announce Freddie tonight, or you think they're going to make us wait?
That will get you the badges that will upgrade every month that you are a member to show how long you've been a member. And you get the custom emojis only there for the members. So, Jeremy, welcome. Thank you. And Daniel, your super chat. As a Yankees fan, I'd rather bring back Rizzo and focus on pitching.
Yeah, some of that is like...
That works too.
I want to study
Daniel.
the 10s up close.
That's a good play.
And get an idea of what seems to be
Rizzo,
acceptable.
Focus on pitching and Story. I think you can still get Judge. Check all the boxes. Win 2 of the next 5 championships.
The case kind of distorts it.
Sam, thank you for subscribing. Again, I want to watch out for Quinn because Quinn, I think you might, again, have meant to attach a question or comment to that, and I don't want to miss it.
That rotation is not World Series type staff.
Yankee
be great with Freeman, but after Cole they don't have that 2 or 3.
Let's look at the Yankees rotation real quick. What's up, Hope? What's up, Nomad?
It looks pretty sharp under this.
Let's look at this real quick. Yankees.
It should be good.
Off the top of my head, Cole at the top. It's important that Cole bounces back. That second half. So he's got to bounce back, right? He should. Let's see. He should. Severino. If Severino's healthy, Severino's nasty. Can we all agree on that?
First.
Cole and Severino at the top. Jameson Tyone should be good. Okay? That should work out in the long run. Nestor Cortez is good. Nestor Cortez should have been starting in the playoffs last year. Is it a World Series staff?
See, that corner like don't look quite as sharp, but
start the year with if you're the
this is
Yankees.
so zoomed in. I wonder if
Figure
that
out
would
the
be
5.
considered a D.
Maybe it's Cole and Severino and
That's top
Tyone
right.
and Cortez and
There's top left.
Heel and Schmidt. I don't know. You can figure it out. A lot of options here.
Bottom
and
left.
ultimately, if you need a piece,
yeah, I'll zoom in on the dirt.
you got all year. You got up until the end of July to make a trade. And at that point, maybe you pull the trigger on Luis Castillo or something like that. That's what.
There's the dirge pick.
That is my feeling on all of that. That's my feeling. That I think the Yankees could build it together. Jeremy, thank you for the donation. Again, keeping an eye out for Quinn. Again, if Quinn is going to drop a comment, I do want to see that. There he is. Angels continue to do nothing to address pitching. I know, man. I feel for you. I think that's the #1 objective. They're not doing it. Jeremy, thank you for the donation. I'll keep an eye out for you in case you meant to have a comment with that. I do see some other super chats coming in, so again, we'll
Are the Tigers going to sign another batting pitcher?
I think if they do, it's going to be a depth pitcher.
Looks like
I think it's going to be a depth bat. I don't think it's going to be a big splash. But I do think that they will do
was
that.
college brothers with Bryant also and has been quoted a lot saying that he has been steadily recruiting Bryant to Seattle since 2020.
Terrell, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the super chat. Good call on that. Good call on that. So, yeah, I do think that there's, again, Bryant to Seattle is my pick right now. That's where I would place.
One thing is, like, I wouldn't try to use this for
Bryant to Seattle.
What do you think of the Reds in green and Lotto?
Take you forever to go over the whole surface of the card.
Smoking Cardboard,
and this is in
the super chat. What do I think of Reds green? I think green is going to be great. I think Lodolo.
Scratches you're seeing there on the one touch.
Montgomery I don't trust. Talon hurt a lot too. Maybe the Yankees can trade for Castillo or Mully.
So I don't trust Montgomery either. Severino, again, you go Cole and Severino. I don't trust Montgomery either. I didn't put him in the 5. I don't even think I put him in the 5 I was talking about. Tyone, sure. But I think there's still upside to Tyone. With all the pieces that we're talking about, I think the Yankees can put an attractive offer together for somebody between now and the trade deadline. Who were we looking for? We were keeping out for Jeremy to see if Jeremy dropped a comment. Yeah, there I see you. Do you think the Tigers trade depth prospects Tork, Green, or Joe for another start? Nope. Torkelson and Green are going to be there this year. They are going to help you win this year. So I think they're going to hold on to them. Nomad, you feeling good about your Mets tonight? I think you should. It's a good situation there that the Mets put themselves in. You feel like the Yankees are going to finish third. That division's going to be tough at the end of the day. Tampa is going to be tough. Toronto is going to be tough. Boston is going to be tough. New York. The Orioles might set the record for most losses in a season. The Orioles are just, despite having some really cool, fun players to watch, they might just get obliterated. Everyone but Tork. Everyone but those players. Okay, if you're getting outside of that, then yeah, for sure. Looking at the Tigers prospects outside of those 3. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, Green, Torkelson, Joe. I mean, Dingler, Workman,
How do you think Heaney does in Ma?
Yeah, I think he could. See some of those moves. Anthony, how do you think Heaney does in LA? I think he's gonna get. I don't have much faith in him at all in LA. I don't think he's gonna do well at all. So many people wanted to attach the Robbie Ray sort of rebound to Heaney when Heaney signed quick with the Dodgers. But the difference is that Robbie Ray had finished the 2020 season with Toronto, had started to work with Pete Walker. They had seen some things there. He had made some strides. Haney's coming to the Dodgers. He doesn't work with that staff.
Price/prospects for Olsen to Braves.
So I don't feel too good about Haney there. Thank you for the super chat, James D.
See that corner.
Price and prospects to Olsen, for Olsen to Braves. Price. Oh, what are we talking about? I would say you're talking Pache and or Waters. I think you might have to give up both. And then I think you're going to have to give up a good young pitcher, whether it is Mueller or Strider or Elder. I think you're going to have to give up a pitcher too. Mets have four top offensive prospects will spend on pitching. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. That's what I think, though, James, for your price for Olsen. I don't think David Price, because if we're talking about Braves, David Price is with the Dodgers. That threw me off too. I was like, Price? We're talking about the Dodgers? David Price? Nobody. I don't know if anybody wants David Price right now. Anthony, thank you for the super chat.
No, I just not got
Jose
this
Barrios is this year's Robbie Ray.
this microscope set up on a stand because I was having to hold it by hand and it was just like taking forever. So
the pronunciation.
I ordered an actual stand for it, but right now I'm using an old
mic.
mic stand and got rubber bands
I'm
holding it
going
to
to repeat it as the text to talk.
So now I can really
Jose
start
Barrios.
getting down here and
I know it's Barrios.
checking
If
the
I ever
corners
get
and
caught
edges.
repeating what the super
That
chat
corner's super
voice
sharp.
says, just know I'm being led down a bad path. But I think Jose Barrios is already. The way he stepped out last year with Toronto, he was great. He was great. And the difference with Robbie Ray is nobody really noticed that Robbie Ray was kind of having a bounce back. Nobody really noticed it until this year, or this past year. Barrios, I think, grabbed a lot of attention last year. Rangers, no big signing, no big signing today, just a trade.
Plastics making it. Hard to see that corner.
Pujols, a good option for the Cardinals, Nathan? I don't know. It just depends on the mindset. What do the Cardinals think they could get from that into that DH
That's a
spot?
glare. I think that's just a glare there.
There's a lot of big names out there. Do they think they can
I
land
don't see any white.
a bigger,
I think it's just
more productive
the foil
bat?
glaring off the light.
Is the question. Do they want to go down the feel-good reunion,
Yeah,
or
'cause
do
that's
they
not
want
white
to go
on the
down
card.
and get,
It's just glare.
Nelson Cruz or somebody like that? Nelson Cruz, Jock Peterson. I think you would get a better offensive season out of
There's like
those.
fuzzies
Jorge
hanging, like
Soler, out of those types of players at DH
I don't know how to
than you
explain
might
that.
with
It's like
Pujols.
fuzzies from when they
I know,
cut.
I know Jock Peterson's
but
up and down.
it's not
trying to
messed
crack,
up,
But
like,
I would be
I don't know how to
surprised
explain
if they go Pujols. But maybe they want him there to hit the 700th home run. I do think Pujols, if he gets 130
could be
games,
cleaned
120 games at DH, I do think he can hit 21 home runs and get to 700.
That corner's sharp.
What are the realistic landing spots for the top free agents? Like Freeman, Bryant, Corey, Rizzo story.
Zach, I can hook you up with that. I think we're gonna have. I think that's Freddie
What do
coming
you
in
think
with one
KBT
as well.
Fred to Jays and how will it work?
What do you think about Fred to the Jays and how it worked? So if they did get Freddie Freeman, if the Blue Jays did get Freddie Freeman, that would mean Vladdy's moving to either DH or they're going to give Vladdy third. I do not think that the Blue Jays are going to give Vladdy another shot at third base. I think they want to leave him at first base, which ultimately means I don't think they're going to go down that road. But that is how it would work. I think it's unlikely, but that's how it would work. Freeman would be at first, Vladdy would move to DH, or maybe they give him a shot at third base. Zach, your super chat. Again, thank you for the super chat, too.
I like this one. I think
What are
this
the
one's
realistic landing spots for the top free agents?
center.
Freeman, I will go.
Maybe
it's Dodgers,
slightly right,
Yankees
but
are the three realistic
corners
landing spots,
and
I think.
edges, I think they're good.
Realistically, I think it is probably the Mariners. Mariners, Blue Jays, or Phillies. I know that he has said he
Yeah, I
doesn't want
think
to play
I'm
on
gonna
the
mark
East
this one
Coast.
as
So that might prevent the Phillies, but his buddy's there.
possible submission.
But I would say Mariners lead there. Correa, I think the Cubs are a very realistic option, even though there is noise out there that the Cubs are going to go to 300 and the Yankees are. That could just be a leak to try to get the Cubs offer up. To me, I don't see the fit. I think there are. Oh, let me back it up. I do see the fit for what the player.
What's the gold label? Is that SGC? Like
the team, but the player.
If you have a perfect card.
Most of the, I would still say the majority of the fan base hates him. There's other options. He is injury prone. There's so many reasons not Correa for the Yankees. So I'll say Cubs. Rizzo could go 100 different. Rizzo could go back to the Yankees. Rizzo was going to the Giants. Rizzo was going to the Padres. There's a lot of landing spots for Rizzo. For Phillies, there's a lot of options for Rizzo. And Story, I felt Seattle could do it, but Seattle likes J.P. Crawford at short. Story doesn't want to change positions. So, I will say, predictions,
Oh
sure
man,
to go
I don't
wrong.
even know if I've ever seen
Freeman
a
Dodgers,
gold label, like when I'm
Brian
looking on eBay
Mariners.
and stuff. This is
Okay,
a
I'll say
Craig
Brian
Kimbrell,
Mariners, Correa Cubs,
Topps Tribute
Rizzo,
number to 15,
Yankees,
auto.
Story. I've been living on Story to the Mariners. So to go
What
Bryant to
happens
the
to
Mariners, I
Sammy
don't see
Long
Story
now
doing
in
it.
SF?
Ball's only got one goal.
I don't know.
Submission.
Story will go.
Good grief, only one? They must like knock it for the slightest.
Phillies. It's a guess.
The slightest thing.
It's probably wrong. Anthony, thank you for the super chat. You like Story Boston, Paul? I guess maybe you can move Xander to second. I guess you could. That's a good one too. Paul was a good one there for Story.
The
Anthony, what
edges on
happens
this are,
to
which this is a thicker
Sammy
stock
Long
card.
now
Yeah,
in San Francisco?
I don't know
Sammy
what point this
Long.
is, but
It is not often that somebody
the edges
drops
are
a name
super
and
clean.
I totally
This card looks like
blank.
flawless just
So
when you're
I'm gonna have
looking
to
at
look
it.
that up again. Rarely. Who are we talking about?
I hate these glares.
I don't know who Sammy Long is.
You can kind of see if
And
you look
there's
past the
no
glare that the
Sammy
corner's
Long
sharp.
what are we talking about?
If I move it there, it's better.
What happens to Sammy Long now in San Francisco? What am I missing, folks? Is it too late? Am I getting too tired? I'm almost 100% certain there's no prospect named
What's
Sammy
that?
Long.
We got a surface issue? What is that thing?
Padres can trade catchers. They've got a
Can
couple.
pull
They
that out
could.
and look at it real quick.
Mariners could go and get both Story and KB. I think that's a big time long shot. Is he trolling? I can't imagine somebody's gonna troll and drop a super chat. I mean, Anthony, you know, is.
Man, I really don't want to pull it all the way out because I don't want to end up nicking a corner trying to get it back in the bag.
When was he up last year? Okay. Is he a prospect? I appreciate you guys correcting me on that.
Okay,
And it
so
is rare that
I can
you
feel
can
that.
drop a name and I'm just.
I can feel that through the sleeve. That's just a
How far
little
down do we have to go to find
speck
Sammy
of something that
Not even
will
in the
come
top
off.
30. Does the player even exist?
It's not like a
Picture.
messed
Thank
up
you.
surface.
I
It's just something
appreciate you guys.
stuck there.
Like I said,
It's a little bump.
rarely
I think that'll
do I
come off.
get. I'm gonna have to look on Baseball Reference now because now you have piqued my interest.
I'm not brave enough to remove these from the sleeves. I feel like I'm gonna mess it up handling it. So sticking in the penny sleeve.
There he is. Look at that. 5.53 ERA.
Ooh,
12 games last year.
what's going
Actually
on there?
started
Is that-
5.
Man, is that the sleeve? Is that what is it?
Drafted in 2016. There you go. There's the Sammy Long bio.
Man, it's hard to tell.
Jimmy, you are Sammy Long? Prove it.
Where'd my loop go?
Prove it. It's quiet.
Oh no, dude. There it is.
It's quiet. I feel like people are going to sleep. I don't know what it is. It gets too late. Everyone goes to sleep.
Man, they need to
Well, we got anything new here?
redo sleeve design. Like, I swear it's engineered
Love
so
the
you'll
Josh
nick the
Harrison
corner.
agreement for the White Sox. 1 year with the club option. Expected to play second base. Love that. White Sox fans, you should be happy about that. David, you think Story to the Phillies? Again, I think that could work. I know, Anthony. I know. I think you're just having fun, and that's good. That is allowed. Fun is allowed in the chat. Always. First big name to go, Lee. I really thought it would be Freeman. Can Correa jump him? I think in the industry, the belief is that it would be Freeman as well.
I think that is a slightly...
But this is taking so long. Maybe more clubs are coming to the table.
Dinged
Maybe
corner.
Bryant goes first.
That sucks. I mean, it's not
I think Story
that bad.
needs to
You got to
wait
get
for
really
Correa
in there to see it. But
Rizzo needs to wait for Freeman to sign. Whoever's going to trade for Matt Olson needs to wait for Freeman to sign. I mean, unless the Braves think they have absolutely no chance, then they might, jump the gun and go get Matt Olson before.
Looks like it probably happened when the guy sleeved it too. The way it's just on the top edge of the corner, probably nicked it, putting it in.
Michael, back and forth between me and Eric. Good, definitely support Eric.
I got no idea. We'll look at the back of the corner.
Are the Yankees known to be this quiet? Not usually, but I feel like they'll do something. They will do something.
Wait, my Zoom got off.
Andrew, what do you think about Soler to the Rangers? That could. Who's the DH right now for the Rangers? Don't the Rangers already have a DH? I don't know if that. I actually don't know if that would work. Want to remind everybody to hit that like. We are at 699. Can we skip? Here's a question.
Yeah, that might keep it.
While we wait for moves, let's do a like.
Getting to
spike.
10, but everything else is so good.
Can we skip the 700s? Basically, can we go from 699 to 801 in about a minute?
Pretty much flawless.
If you haven't hit the like yet,
be enough
hit
to carry
the like. Let's see. Can we basically skip the 700s? Is the question I propose to you.
Or maybe
hit that like if
with
you haven't hit the like yet. Anthony, here's another picture you may say another troll. Glenn Otto. I like Glenn Otto. I do know Glenn Otto. He was the piece that was acquired in the Joey Gallo trade. I do like Glenn Otto. I think that there was some good upside there. I think that the signing
That's the way it goes.
Perez yesterday.
I would have loved this one to be a 10
you may say
with
another
that
troll. Glenn Otto, Texas.
number
What do
to
you think of
15.
him?
I jumped the gun. I read it before it played. Apologize. But I think Glenn Otto, the reason why they signed Perez is to try to
I'll put that in
Otto from throwing him into the rotation.
Maybe risk it one day.
Needed some depth. They needed some experience in that rotation. The way it's looking right now for the Rangers is that is what will cost them a shot in the postseason, in my opinion. It just doesn't work. This rotation doesn't work, folks.
Yeah, everything else, I mean, the surface, just looking with your eye, looks flawless.
I don't want to become a member right now. Not right now. Maybe later. I think that John Gray, good, but John Gray as your number one, I don't like it. Martin Perez, they've got him as the number two. Listen, he's a veteran arm. He's going to eat innings. That's good. Dane Dunning, I think that there's some upside with Dane Dunning. Taylor Hearn, no thanks. AJ Alexi, I mean, he's entering his age 24 season, so there's got to be some upside there. I feel like they should have done more to improve this rotation. I think they have set John Gray up to fail. I don't know if Jack Leiter makes his debut this year. I think there's a chance that Jack Leiter could remain in the minors for this season.
That's good.
Otto is going to probably fit in at some point, but yeah, where they go is going to be interesting. I think they messed up with that. Couple new members coming in. Thank you, Alex.
There's
Thank you,
one
William.
corner on here that I'm
Alex with the platinum membership.
probably
William with
would
the
bump this
gold
to a
membership.
9.
Thank you to both of
See
you
what it looks like
coming in at the same time. Again, with the gold
Say
membership.
Cubs get Correa. What is NL Central standings?
Nathan, thank you for the super chat. If the Cubs get Carlos Correa,
I
again,
love
one
this
of these
card.
days, I'm
I
going to
paid
hear
too much
that, and
for
I'm
it
going
though.
to call him Correa. I
But
don't
it is
mean
number 1
Correa.
out of the 10.
I think the Cubs are making a run to try to win the Central if they get Carlos Correa.
I'm gonna rotate the card to get the.
Let's see. So, again, Alex, thank you for that. William, thank you for that. Gold members, both members, you get the custom emojis. You get the badges that will indicate how long you've been, and every month you will get a sort of a free super chat, if you will, every month. It basically allows you to announce to the chat and to me that you're back for your second, your third, your fourth month, all that. So thank you for that. And then also for Platinum, Alex, the Platinum members get 2 exclusive, only to the Platinum group videos. So you get 2 videos a month. I have 1 video recorded for March. I need to upload it, and there will be another one coming.
Is that the corner that
Paul,
I was worried about?
Anyone know what the best vault roster use on PS4 for the end of the season?
Yeah, I think that was the corner I was worried
I
about.
was using one, but it's probably outdated.
It's crazy
right
how
I don't remember
much you
what it
see
was,
under the microscope compared to like naked eye.
The one that has been uploaded or downloaded the most.
So.
Brandon, thank you for subscribing. Mike, thank you for subscribing.
It makes it look way worse under here.
Anthony, AJ Alexi was supposed to be good, right? Like a lot of guys. That's another perk
We'll go ahead and
of
go to the other
becoming a
corner.
member. Your name is highlighted when you are chatting. It stands out to me a little bit more. So another way to sort of stand out, and when the chat's moving quick, because we have over 1,000 people here, you stand out a little bit more.
When I got the card, it almost looked like maybe they had again nicked it when the sleeve in
I think there's some good upside.
It's so slight. It's less than I thought it was worse than that. From memory,
that they lost the
looking
top
at it again, it really didn't look that bad.
I really felt like there was
like
something
to the naked eye
with Jung, but we've got to wait. Quinn, what's up? I see that.
Part of me wants to slab this anyway, even if I don't think it would
quite
quite bring it in.
I'll think about it. Let's do this. Let me pose it to the chat. In the chat.
Man, the other corners are
what's up,
great.
Jargon? How would you react
it's just
to
that one corner that's kind of iffy.
I'll be on board with it. Actually, I don't know if I will. I think I'll be irate. I don't want them spending that much money.
Most underrated player in all of baseball?
I don't want them spending that much money on Correa and not being able to re-sign Bo. So, in the chat, comment with who you think. Comment. I'll answer it. Comment in the chat. Who is your most underrated player in baseball?
Yeah,
comment in the chat. Who is your most underrated player? Thoughts on Schwarber and Suzuki? I think Schwarber's going to hit 40 home runs. I think Suzuki's going to have an OPS over 750.
The Braves
pretty good his first season coming overseas. Underrated player. You can go in so many different ways. Underrated player. Power King Beats, thank you for subscribing. Zachary, thank you for subscribing. Christian, thank you for subscribing. Jesse Winker, Jonathan Scope, Jake Cronenworth, Ty France, Brett Gardner, Tyler O'Neill, Austin Riley, Cedric Mullins, Schwindell's a good one. Will Smith.
I think I'm gonna submit that.
Santiago Espinal, Dulcimeris, maybe.
Just keep my expectations low.
Ted, Gene Segura, Ryan McMahon. Ryan McMahon's a good one.
I have a Kyle Wright.
Lane Thomas, Trey Mancini, Logan Gilbert, Cattell Marte. Stop. Brandon Crawford, Jonathan Loisica, Chris Taylor, Willie Adames,
Ian Anderson, finest,
Nate Eovaldi. I'll agree with you on Nate Eovaldi. I do not give Nate Eovaldi his due. Sammy Long, good one. Good one, Ontario. He's so underrated, I don't even knew that he played. Smith or Taylor, Kike.
Hey, I got another. We need to submit our Inception cards at the same time.
Wait, that's a good one.
I've got another one in here that I want
The
to
whole
look at
Giants lineup, Michael,
that
might
I
be right.
might send. The
I think
Kyle
it's
Wright
interesting that most of you are going with
Inception
bats,
patch
and
on.
we're not seeing a lot of pitching. There's Shane with John Means, seeing a lot of bats.
That's numbered to
Jared Walsh is, I think, a
199.
little underrated. Somebody had one that I really liked. Who was it? I do think that Whit Merrifield is extremely underrated. King Seahawk, Elias Diaz.
There's a lot of scratches
J.P.
on
Crawford
this.
might be, Nick. He might. I think you're right on that. Maggie, you had Kyle Hendricks.
On this case. So that corner looks good.
Late night Lamont from Jim Turco.
Yeah, dude, I need to hurry up and get these ready for that next submission. I already joined the group, so.
Corbin, Alec Manoah, I think is just off the radar.
What's the next step?
That's what I
like,
think
how
he's
do
just
I
off the radar.
prep my cards and send
Chandler,
to
thank you for subscribing. Hayden, thank you for subscribing.
So far, so good. One more corner.
Listening to XM today, how Miguel Sano and Yolan Moncada did not reach their potential. One-stop prospects, now they are just okay.
Yolan Moncada has had some good moments, though. Yolan Moncada, I'm not going to give up Moncada. Sano, yeah. Sano,
I gotta tell him
I think maybe
submitting
Moncada,
cards, or
it
do
was
they just show
high.
up at his door?
The hype, it was just too high for Moncada. Nimmo is a good one. Jimmy, Nimmo's a good one. Anything new, Chad?
That might be the weakest
Chad,
corner of the card, but
it is quiet.
I think
I mean, the news, Jonathan VR not signing, turning down the offer. I mean, the news of the day, Kikuchi to the Blue Jays.
I think that's just a piece of something on the card. I don't think that's...
And the Twins and Rangers trade. Feels like the news of the day. If an under the radar signing from today would be Josh Harrison to the White Sox. It's a great deal. Purple's games, let me guess, you are a Giants fan. Any predictions from your standpoint of who you think might go and where? I mean, at this point, a lot is changing. I feel pretty confident saying Bryant to Seattle. I feel confident saying that Freeman will be either New York, Atlanta, or LA, which isn't saying much, right? I mean,
it's a strong magnet.
Really going out on a limb on that one for you. I think there's a chance Schwarber could end up in Toronto.
What's going on here?
Ed Sheeran said the M's will win the 24 WS.
Well, we are all done.
It's the strongest one touch I've ever
Thank you for the super chat, Farhad. Why 24? What about 22 and 23?
I hate opening cards.
Manuel, thank you for the super chat. Midwest Sports, David Ross, underrated manager. I agree with you on that. Cold chill.
I like the Mets move, but we still need bullpen help. Who are some guys you can see the Mets going after?
Well, the Mets are out. Manuel, thank you for the super chat. Saying that they are trying to trade for Hader. I don't see that happening. Not this year. Next year. Chafin and McHugh were on their list. That's good. Ottavino has been I've heard could be on the list. I feel like they should bring back Brad Hand. Why not? He shouldn't cost a lot of money. I gotta think Brad Hand's market is really tight. So go get Brad Hand. Any of those pitchers I talked about, I think they should try to get at least one of the top relievers that are
I'm
available.
not sure what's going on with this corner.
Schwarber, Phillies,
I'm not
David,
really seeing
makes a
that.
ton of sense. Do I have Chafin to the Mets?
I don't know. There's something there, but
Yeah, I'll tell you, it is hard to pinpoint a reliever and where relievers could go because one reliever is the same as, three others. I did my top 100 free agents, remaining free agents, and I had Chafin
I
going
didn't think that'd be enough to
in
bring
that
it down.
video. If I did that video over again
It's
today,
just got the one.
I probably would not have
This
Houston
one corner.
or Chafin. Knowing what we know
Oh, you
now,
leave it
I
on
would
the right
probably
corner?
put the Mets in the conversation for him. Yeah.
Is it this corner?
No Olsen trade, Cream
I
City,
mean,
no Olsen
again,
trade.
I'm dealing with something
Where does
so
Rizzo go? I
zoomed
think the
in.
chance
I need
he
to look
gets
at some
the
more.
Do I think the Pirates will do
I need to
anything
look at some more
clutch 22?
tens.
I think they will, but it's going to be moves
This is
that
probably not
sort of
this
fill
one.
out the roster, depth plays, hopefully guys that could have some upside and bring back a prospect at the trade deadline. I love it if a
Home
team
cards.
can go bring in some 1 or 2 year deals, not a lot of money, but some
This
upside.
is the Riley.
Do your
Bowman
homework,
Chrome.
see what's left in the tank, and if that player can actually give you something that you can then trade and bring something nice back, I would love for them to do that. That feels like a win if they can make that kind of a move. Want to remind everybody to subscribe and hit that like. I asked if we
honestly
could
don't
skip
know what the actual
700.
amount of zoom is,
I
but
totally did not check back on that.
it's up there. The the little thing claims it's 1,000 times zoom, but that is
833.
not true.
Yes. Blowing past 700. 833.
See, some of these corners sometimes look a slightly bit rounded.
Did Jeff tell us all to go to bed? At this point, that's what I think.
That's
Jeff,
a good one.
he did not.
But that one has
I can see
the
Jeff
ever so
Passan just
slightest
telling
bit.
everybody to go to bed. We're done for the night. Closing up shop.
Oh, that's
Everyone go to
pretty
bed.
sharp.
That's the
It's
tweet
in my
from
head
Jeff
now.
Passan. I think if you are seeing that Passan tweeted, it might
That one is a 10, so
might not be a real account. Because I've got him,
Trying to
he's
see
the
if-
notification, and there's nothing there.
trying to
Want to
compare it to
encourage
Chrome.
everybody to also find me on
10s.
Twitter at Jim
Well, I
Riley
don't think I have
Live. Continue talking off stream,
too many Chrome
and
10s.
it's a good way for you to throw some questions at me. Sometimes you can get around the chat
Really?
here if you follow me,
Nope,
because
that's
I'll watch
No,
my chat
I
here.
love the signing today.
So, Kyle.
Gives us depth and we have the best rotation in the East easily.
Oh, Kyle, you're here to start something, aren't you, with the Yankee fans and the Rays fans? But I agree with you. I
this
do
isn't-
really like how the Blue Jays
this is a,
rotation stacks up in the
BGS,
American League East
but-
with Barrios and Gosman.
10 times?
Ryu is the
Well,
3.
shoot, I might be okay.
That's a good position to be
This,
in. Alec Manoah looks like he's going to be a monster.
This
Kikuchi
little
now
loop I'm
is
using,
your
this is a
5.
10 times
There is some upside there.
loop. So
I like it too. I really like the signing. I don't think they overpaid. I don't think they underpaid. I think they paid about what was right. I think ultimately it was a good deal. Now, next year when he's making $10 million, that's a good situation. But again, I encourage you guys. You can find me on Twitter and tweet stuff at me because you might follow
I need an
players,
SGC
you might
card.
follow beat reporters,
No, I don't have any.
market that I don't follow. You can
I haven't
send
bought
it
any
to me.
SGC slabs.
I do listen to you. I'd like to think that I'm pretty active
I
on
need
here.
to. I almost bought one the
And
other
again,
day.
like
I can't
Eric,
remember
right
who
here,
it was.
sometimes you can send me a message, I'll see it, and I will answer it
I'm already looking at the card.
outside of the chat. Eric, will the Guardians wake up and pick up anybody? I don't know. I wouldn't feel good about that, Eric. Did Hector Gomez tweet? I do not have him set up for the alerts.
I'm like secretly hoping to pick up one of these 10 slabs and see like a not so great corner and be like, oh, it's good,
Now we
but
got it.
Man, these corners are perfect.
Okay, so updating the Jonathan VR
Here's the Phil
information.
Necro PSA
The word
5.
was from Hector Gomez an hour ago that Jonathan VR had turned down a $6.5 million one-year deal. Update: a person very close to Jonathan VR told me that VR hasn't rejected the Jays' offer. In addition, the Blue Jays, Red Sox, and Dodgers continue to show interest in him. So we kind of tie up
This is a 5.
that loose end. And again, I appreciate you guys for tweeting that at me. It does still feel weird saying Guardians. I agree with you on that, Cream. I think that they should have gone. I still feel like they should have gone Buckeyes. I know there's a college team with the name, the whole, the whole Ohio State. There's the Buckeyes, everything. Their football team, their basketball team, the whole thing, right? I get that, but would have been a sort of a tip of the cap to the Negro Leagues team. It would have been a nice tie-in with the state. The Traffic Guardians, really? That's the play. Correa to the Tigers still? I don't think so, Michael. That's a long shot. I don't see that happening. Who do I think the Phillies sign? Keep talking. I think there's a. I mean,
I think the
Phillies are
language
going
in
to
the
get
Star
someone.
5 is...
I don't think so. Little League World Series 2022, not happening. There are some accounts. There was an account that had a. This was funny. You like the name, right?
Well, I'm trying to...
So,
It's like hard to
MLB
show
Hawk.
here. Maybe
I have no idea who this guy is.
put it on the back.
If you know who he is, feel free.
See that
Elaborate.
spot? There's like a dent in the
So,
card that's like
This is great.
some kind of weird damage to it.
He tweeted.
So I think most of
out.
the knock on this is coming from
He
that.
tweeted out that Correa had a deal with the Yankees 3 hours ago. And then an hour ago, he gets from Jeff Passan, be a better reporter, in his DMs. Oh my God. And then Jeff Passan
I don't know if
tweets at him,
here's a
who
Chrome
makes
10
private DMs
Bowman
public.
Chrome Soler.
Oh my God. It is not working out well for Hawk tonight.
I might have already looked at this. I can't remember.
He gets lit up in his DM from Jeff Passan. He puts it out there, and then Jeff Passan
These
hits him
corners
again.
are perfect, dude. Golly.
Unreal. So the fact that
I think
Jeff
everything I got
Passan
would be a 9.
nuked
Just like how I'm starting to feel.
Michael about the Correa thing tells you the Correa thing is a no-go. So,
This is the
there you go.
Riley.
I can only imagine how many people probably saw that. It's all good, Little League. I can only imagine how many people probably just inundated Jeff's DMs because Jeff's DMs are open. Doesn't mean he's ever going to see what you say. You got to think the man gets just an absolute avalanche of
all these people.
DMs
There's
all day
like
long.
probably
What's up, Home Baby Baseball? Eric, how are you?
500,000 people sitting
You
here
like
watching
Nelson Cruz to the
Twitter and
I think
streams
that
and
makes a lot of
everything.
sense.
I bet you Riley's, or not
I
Riley.
have Nelson
Oh,
Cruz
it's a Riley.
going in my.
I bet Freeman's just chilling at home, all kicked back,
That was
relaxed.
it. My
Probably in a
top
hot
100
tub.
remaining free agents, I had Nelson Cruz
Everybody else is
going to
stressing,
the Brewers.
and he's just waiting on his millions
I
to
like
come in.
the righty pop, the security
I don't know if
in case of another Christian Yelich down
Take a look
here.
at this. Kyle
So
Wright.
I was all about that.
Kyle
All
Wright,
about rooting
rookie,
to the Brewers. Would love
Inception,
to see that.
numbered to 199.
If
Patch,
Jays
I don't know.
add Gurriel in a trade for J-Ram, what else would they have to add? So you have Lourdes Gurriel in that trade. You have to have, I mean, I got to think they're going to want some pitching prospects.
Get some.
I mean, you still got to add a top
That's good.
prospect or two. Can you add a player that was a top prospect recently?
And these
Like
thick cards have really good edges.
Probably Cleveland could use some outfielders, so outfields, Gurriel and maybe another outfielder, and then a couple pitchers.
Oh man, what's going on there? Why does it look like that? Almost looks like damage. What's going on?
Probability of Correa re-signing with the Astros slim to none.
Again, man, it's always whenever like on these Inception cards, it's the corner
Freeman could still
that
leave the deal
is
tonight,
in the bottom of the sleeve, which means
Do I think the Mets trade Alonso?
you know what it
No
means.
shot.
They probably nicked it trying to put
That
it in the
was out there
sleeve.
somewhere, wasn't that?
Almost wish people wouldn't sleeve them.
Some people, we got to take away their computer, their phone. Everything needs to be taken away from some people. I'm talking about Pete Alonso getting traded. I mean, listen, I'm sure you got hypothetical. People like to talk about it hypothetically. But anybody out there like waving the flag, pounding the desk, Pete Alonso, trade Pete Alonso. Yeesh.
I don't know if this will fit in
Trey,
there or not. I might not have
this
a one-touch
time.
stick enough for this thing.
I see you, Trey. What will the Giants do?
Maybe I do.
Giants.
This looks to be about the same as
Give me Seiya
the
Suzuki.
Ian Anderson.
Me and Hum Baby
We'll
Baseball
pull it
on
out
the
of
same
the
page
sleeve.
with that one. I don't think the Padres are going to make trades from It's Epic.
It's so crazy how the microscope makes it look, dude. I mean, when you're looking at your eye, you see the slightest bit of like a nick.
They don't necessarily need to make a trade, is what is important to consider there.
I'm trying to like run my fingernail over the edge slightly to just try to like push the edge back down.
868 likes are there. 32
And then I'm not gonna
more likes
re-sleeve
to
it.
be
I'm
had
gonna
to
just
get
put
us
it in
to
a one-touch.
900. Out of about 1,000 in the chat, are there 32 likes to get us to 900? Hit that like if you have not yet. Let's just not get to 100. Let's see how close to 1,000 we can get. So how far past 900, how close to 1,000 likes can we get? Yeah, Hosmer does things these days. I mean, he could bounce back. Hosmer's done this before. We've been down this road before with Eric Hosmer, where it looks like, oh, pack up shop, we're all done. Eric Hosmer's washed, and then he bounces back the next year. We've been down this road before. So that's, if you're the Padres, if you're Padres fans.
Well, I should have taken a before and after. Like, remember how bad that just looked?
That bounce back is coming again. We're at 905. We are over 900. We're at 915.
It still doesn't look perfect, but
just how close can we get?
I just kind of ran my back of my fingernail.
MLB trade rumors tweeting out here a minute ago that the Phillies are interested in Matt Chapman, but the A's are not trading.
It's better, but it's still got
the
an
addition
issue.
of Abel, Painter, or Stott.
Kind of want to just, I don't know.
If Stott is the piece you need,
maybe send in a couple that are kind of like this borderline on a corner, where one corner I'm just not sure. And that's the only thing I can tell that might be bad.
Matt Chapman, you could also
and just see where it lands.
Trevor Story.
Just to know for future like what I could get away with.
That's not unrealistic. Make sure we get the super chat.
Let's check the other corners. I didn't see anything on the other corners. What?
I think that's the second straight super chat about the Tigers, or maybe one of the questions that I've answered about the Tigers doing more. That is going to play, but I will answer you now. Yes, I do. I think they will do more. I would not get my hopes up for a big splash, but I do think.
Do you see the Tigers doing more this offseason?
Yeah, I do think they do more. I definitely do. Yeah, we are at 938 likes, just 62 away from 1,000. Doug, thank you for subscribing. Thank you to all the subs as far as the sub count goes, we creep closer and closer to 21K. Again, yesterday we got to 20. We are closing in on 21K. A movement is happening here, people. Ballcat Nation, you are the movement. You are happening. The growth here has been great. I really appreciate all of your support. Make sure to subscribe if you want to be a part of it.
Do you know like what they do about something like that? Like this is
950. We are 50 likes away
get it back
from
to it.
1,000.
That's just ink. Like
Are the Giants competing
when they printed the card.
Yes, they are. Especially after
it's really small, but with it being
on.
such a contrasting color.
Yes, they are competing this year.
I wish they tell you when they
no
grade,
doubt
like
about it.
give you all the details. Here's why.
That's your gut feeling, David. I think that could happen.
Your surface got a 9, or your
Someone's got to sign.
edge got a whatever.
We can't go through this
Just
weekend with nobody signing. Oh my God, my eyes
of like
are
red
blinded. I've been blinded. Tigers fan, don't do that again. You just blinded me
Another good corner.
with all of those alerts. Jesus. Ask the question again without all of
some of these
those.
are so like I'm afraid if
Plus,
I see anything that I think is
super chat. I'm happy
an
to
issue,
answer
it's
again
like
because you might not have been here.
worried about
I'm happy
trying
to
to.
again, but ask me the question again without all of those alerts. You blinded me. Do I think the MLB Nerds Talk? I don't follow that account.
Put it there with the Ian. Why
because I don't know. I just don't want to. I just don't want to. My World Series prediction, I can't make one yet. Blake. We're not there yet. We need to see where these players go. Patrick, that's going to be my guess at this point. Sicko, now that it's been past 24 hours on Freddie Freeman and the Dodgers, do you think that he's going to the Dodgers? I'm not going to. The fact that it's been 24 hours is not going to sway my feeling on him going to the Dodgers. I just think there's a lot of teams in on him.
It's always
Tigers,
one corner.
do you think the Tigers are Tigers fans? There we go. I see you now. It was too bright before. Do I think the Tigers are going to make a move on? I would say the Tigers are going to potentially add some depth pieces for the rotation. I think that you can see them adding a good piece. But here's what's coming for the Tigers. Torkelson's on his way. Riley Green, both of them should make an impact this year for the Tigers. Don't block them with somebody. I would like to see those two play. What's up, MLB Joey? Good to see you in, man. Welcome back. Where does Chris Bryant land, Trey? I still think it's a very good chance it's Seattle. 29 likes away from 1,000. Just 29. Make sure to hit the like if you haven't. Handy, I have a feeling you meant to have a question with that. If you did, I will keep an eye out for you. Oh, there it is right after. Good call. Are the Royals going to do anything in free agency or trade anyone or for prospects? I don't know if they're going to make any trades. I feel like Kansas City might hold pat. Bobby Witt Jr. should be there on day one. Want to see him?
Yeah, I'm about to. I just pulled that one out of the
what they've got.
stack over
If
here.
they're going to trade anybody for prospects, I think they might take a wait-and-see approach. I mean, they kind of started a process last year, and it didn't work out, but
back in
it could be a multi-year plan. So let's see what they do. Tyler Anderson to the Mets will be a lefty in the rotation. I don't think the Mets are going to do any more starting pieces there, MLB Joey. Where does Story go, Jonathan? It could be Boston. It could be Philly. It could be Seattle. If Seattle doesn't land Bryant, maybe Houston, depending on the years and the dollars that Story is asking for. A lot depends on that. Do the Cubs make any more moves in the sports zone? I do believe they do. Only 16 likes away from 1,000. 15 likes now away from 1,000. Make sure to hit that like. It's epic. Yes, I believe the Padres will bounce back. Breaking, Freddie Freeman still hasn't signed. That is accurate. That is accurate. It's only 2 alerts. It's not like it's not like a slew of like 50. There's only 2. It's all good.
Trying to readjust the focus for the thicker cards.
Oh, he's throwing everybody off thinking that something's going on. Yeah, be careful. Just be careful. We are at 1,000 likes. Thank you to all for hitting the like, getting us over 1,000, whether you were like number 25 or like number 900 or like number 1,000. Thank you all for pushing us over 1,000 likes. The actual count is 1,008. So thank you all for hitting that like. What else for the Rangers? I really think they got to focus on pitching. Pitching is what I feel like they need to do. Think the Giants make any more moves, Sean? I do. I think that they can get Seiya Suzuki for sure. Cole may immediately become the Colorado closer.
The cuts just aren't as clean on here. It's not that it's like damaged. It's just like
predictions for Correa now. I'm still saying Cubs. I know all the noise that's out there.
Stray fibers that like pull away from the edge.
And if he goes to the Yankees, all the Yankee fans that want Carlos Correa, we will go live when Carlos Correa signs, and you can shower me with "I told you so's." I'll take it. I'll take the beating if I'm wrong. You can shower me with "I told you so's" if he goes to the Yankees. Okay? But I just don't think it's going to happen. Too many other directions that they could go in that would be better for the team.
Trying to get it in the middle of the
familiar to the Phillies is decent. What do you think the Yankees do a shortstop if they don't get Story or Correa, Brandon? I think that they will roll with the prospects that they've got. That's good, damn it. That's funny. Why does it make me laugh? 5 other teams are looking at Nelson Cruz. Padres, Brewers, and Dodgers up there from MLB trade rumors.
That's good.
They call me Blue. Do you think the Orioles have a chance at Correa? I do not. Luke, who do the Braves need besides Freeman? They get Freddie Freeman. It's just about bolstering in other areas, adding depth. Depth plays wherever they feel like they need depth.
Yeah, dude, I think this card is... I don't see anything wrong
with
it.
Anthony, there was a lot last night about Trevor Story and Red Sox. Not from any verified accounts, just from
this
people
one edge is a little bit...
Who knows?
I can see how it could come across as looking damaged here.
But sorry, really that came up on me quick. That popped up. That actually played before you popped up in the chat, John. Sorry we didn't get the text to talk on that, but I'll read it.
That makes it look
Which
terrible.
rookie will make the biggest impact this year? Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. He should be there on day 1. Any word on Freddie, Brandon? It is quiet on Freddie. It's quiet. And I hate that. We all should hate that. We want Freddie to sign. This cliffhanger that's been looming, hanging out there since early December. I want it to end. I want to know where he's going. Michael, there is a tentative agreement in the new CBA that states if the All-Star game is tied after 9 innings, the game will be decided by a home run derby as per Fox. Really? I mean, whatever. It's an exhibition. Who gives a shit? I mean, it's an exhibition. As long as home field advantage in the World Series isn't tied to it, whatever. They could go out there and have a bunt off. Whatever. Luis Castillo to the Yankees. Now, that's not a bad call. Yankee fans that are here.
I was trying to see if any of these papers have kind of that
if you could have a do-over, trade Torres for Luis Castillo. Tell me.
I do keep hearing my name.
I'd love to know.
I get kind of used to it.
If you could have a do-over.
One time I actually looked to see if it was you tweeting.
Castillo for Torres? Because that was on the table last year. The Yankees said no. Rightfully so. Gleyber Torres looked like, the sky was the limit. And
I feel like on some of this, you just have to send it in and see how it does.
Mystery Man, thank you for subscribing. Trevor, thank you for subscribing. Doug, Brandon, GSTLB,
The issue I have with this card
Lamont
is
Lynn,
probably
Doug
not going to
Lizzie,
show up in
all of the new subscribers in the
anything.
last couple minutes. Appreciate
The top
you.
bottom
Thank you for
centering
subscribing. Welcome to
isn't
Ballpark
great.
Nation. As
It's
always,
definitely high.
some
So,
no's, some yeses. I do think that question
probably
is
would bring a
probably
9
right down
or
the
9.5
middle. But the fact
because
that
of the
it's even
center.
right down the middle is interesting.
As
Because
long as I'm not missing some other issue.
this time last year, it would have been probably 90% would say no.
But this is something I would want to slab anyway just to sell it. I guess I'll go see what nines get versus
that's
raw.
That's going to come through, and we'll take the beat down and pump you up. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it for the Rangers a little bit more than I like it for the Twins. Well, wait a minute. Let me think.
Thought on Twins trade?
Ozzy Albies chrome pink.
Let me wind that back.
Rookie.
So, I like that the Rangers get Mitch Garver. I like Mitch Garver. I think more pop from that catcher position. Cameron, thank you for subbing. But kind of level is kind of a leadoff guy.
Oh, really?
And they don't really
strict.
have one now. I don't trust Willie Calhoun was doing some leadoff.
I don't know why I'm tired, man. I went to bed so early last night and slept in a little bit.
Fangraphs has Willie Calhoun.
There's no reason for me to be tired.
Yanni Hernandez also did some leading off. I don't know.
I gotta find out if Freddie signs, man.
I don't feel like does Solak lead off? Solak had a run last year where he looked like he was gonna just blow up. 260 batting average and a 326 on base. I don't love that for my leadoff hitter. Somebody mentioned in the chat, could Seager lead off? I would rather have Seager and Simeon batting with someone on base. Dark, thank you for subscribing. And Benchmark, thank you for subscribing. And Andrew. So, who's the leadoff hitter? So that's the only issue that I have there. And then as far as on the Twins side of things, okay, so the Rangers do address the need. They get catcher Garver.
Crusty thing in there was.
But they lose the leadoff hitter.
I bought this off eBay.
Did they really need Kiner Falefa? I mean, do you really need him? If you're Twins fans that might be here, do you really need him?
Corner's perfect.
I guess maybe. I don't know. Then we give Nick Gordon a shot. What if Royce Lewis is lighting it up in the minors? Don't you want to give him a shot?
Monday? Oh man, I'm not gonna have my stuff ready by then. When's it gotta be in though? Like the 30, like into the month.
Don't you give him a shot? I don't think there's room in the outfield anymore for Austin Martin. Austin Martin is listed as shortstop and outfield, but there's no room anymore for Austin Martin in Minnesota to play outfield. Austin Martin.
Yo, the corners on this card.
Austin Martin's not gonna be ready on day one. I'm not trying to say
killing
that.
it, bro.
But
I don't see anything wrong with these corners.
I know Kiner Falefa can move around. If the Twins end up trading Josh Donaldson, Kiner Falefa could move to third and open up shortstop again for Gordon or for Lewis or for Austin Martin. So it's just an interesting play. That outfield is set now. You got Kepler, you got Kirilloff, you got Buxton, and you got Larnick. Who's not
look
even
over again.
on here.
Luckily, this is a borderless card, so I don't have to worry about the centering so much. Probably compare it to some.
He's got to be on here.
Trevor
Larnick has to be referenced in some fashion up here, and he's not the only one. There's other players
that's
that
not going to work because that's a
sometimes
landscape
go
card.
missing from Fangraphs. But it is what it is. It has been quiet for a couple hours, Brady. It has been. All right, gang, we are pushing 3 hours. It's almost 11:30 in the East. I'm going to call it for the stream. Stay close. Remember to follow me on Twitter.
He's not going to, he thinks it's not happening tonight?
Most instances, I will announce that I'm going live on Twitter, so, you don't have to hope for a YouTube notification or, anything.
So let's say the centering on this Ozzy's good.
From me on Twitter. So make sure to find me on Twitter over there. I look forward to, again, we can continue the conversation off stream, on Twitter, all day long.
I'm definitely submitting this Ozzy.
Hit the like if you haven't hit the like yet on the way out. Make sure to subscribe. Stay close.
I can't see anything wrong with it.
And we're going to keep watching. if
I would be surprised if this
tonight,
is not
I'm probably still going to be awake for another hour. So if anything crazy does happen, Freddie Freeman signs,
I'll have to clean it
I
because
will pop
this
back
guy had
on.
junk
But
in
if
his
it stays
sleeve,
quiet,
but nothing to hurt the card.
minor moves.
Yeah, this is a
Thank
definite.
you
I
everybody for coming in.
was
and
gonna try to
spending
send
some time
4,
with the channel.
maybe
Thank
only
you to the
end
new
up doing
members. Thank
3.
you to everybody who did the
So I was
super
gonna
chat.
try to
Thank
narrow
you
it
to all
down
the new
to
subscribers.
stuff,
Welcome
but I just do it
to
just
the
like that.
community. Again, make sure to hit the alerts.
This
Stay
is
close to
definitely
the
this is
channel.
making the
Thank you
list.
for subscribing. Have a great night, everybody.
I can't see anything
Enjoy
really
the rest
wrong
of
with it,
your
so
Saturday night, and I will
kind of hard not to send it when it was
tomorrow.
one of the ones I already
More
pulled
deals
out saying I
tomorrow.
wanted to
More moves,
slab
more
it.
breakdowns, another live stream
All right, we
tomorrow
got
when things pick up. Thank you, everybody.
a
Have
definite
a good night, and I will talk with you tomorrow.
Ozzy.
Oh, right? Is it today? No, it's still 11:30. It's still Saturday. Whatever. I'm gonna shut up now and go away. Have a good night, everybody.
No, the free agency is over. I got a couple of these killing it. Tops black golds. They're not parallels or anything. But I ended up with 2 of them. And they're like almost identical on centering. I would be surprised if they didn't get the same grade. I'm kind of wanting to send in more like parallels though. It's hard to. This is just an insert, not a parallel, so it's kind of hard to just send in a base or insert base insert. Do you already have your 3 picked out? Perfect, corner.
Welcome in, everybody. We are getting started. We are jumping right into this thing. Javi Baez to the Tigers.
Another
It has
perfect
been
corner.
reported. It has been confirmed. 6 years, $140 million for Javi Baez to go to the Tigers. We are going to take a look at Javi Baez. We're going to dive into who the Tigers just got. We're going to take a look at him, the player, his statistics, his numbers, what the Tigers look like now, their lineup, what we can realistically expect. But Javi Baez to the Tigers, it is going down 6 for 140. It is a crazy day continuing from yesterday. Good morning to everybody that is hopping in live. It is early. It is 9:30 in the morning here on the East. We were scheduled to go at 11, but we're going to talk about Javi Baez. We're going to dive into this. Javi Baez, really an impact player. The Mets, I think when that Scherzer deal went down, that was it. There was no chance Baez was going back. Mets fans wanted Baez back regardless. Listen, eventually the money, they got to start to be smart with the money. So Baez goes to the Tigers. Congrats.
Anybody else live? For some reason I can't scroll this. Tigers stacking their team. I don't know when that video was from, and I already left it.
The Yankees would be a perfect team to get Brian Reynolds. They can give him the prospects and sign him for pretty much whatever he wants. You know, and he's got 4 seasons left of controllable years, so he's going to get a haul, but he's just going to be rotting over at the Pirates. So you might as well give the trade for the guy. So at least that's what I think. Ibanez, I love him.
This guy's a lot lower energy than the other. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Phil's, oh man, I'm telling you, if I do the Big Mac and the apple pie, I think we'll probably get 1,000 likes that day. I think we'll do. I think we will.
We got some
That'd be nuts.
a few teams coming out of nowhere
Stay super under the radar.
with
He never make
trades
anything. That's the thing.
even before the lockout,
And all of a
with
sudden, we wind
stacking,
up tomorrow,
starting to
just
actually
boom, 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 Yankees make
try.
It always happens. It's crazy. Kevin Youkilis, I remember him, the walk king, and he was also part of a triple play with the Yankees. Francis, no. You know, the minor league deal maybe, but not a major league deal.
Yo, these black gold cards have like crazy good corners.
The Yankees or the Phillies. I predicted them initially to the Phillies on my MLB free agent predictions video, so I still can see him going to the Phillies. Korea trade for Olsen and May. I think the Yankees give up Voit, Oswald Peraza, Luis Hill, and another top 20 prospect or so for those two guys. I think it's going to cost at least that for Olsen and Manaea. No doubt about it, Sean. It's like the CIA, so everything's tightened up with the Yankees. Euclid at least
I like these calendar cards, so I don't know if I'll do it on this submission. Not to kind of want to do some higher end stuff, or like I said, parallels. But those both look worse than the
Pirates don't seem. Yeah, I mean, I think Tyler. I think the Pirates
especially because I would want to
absolute ransom from somebody.
keep one,
It's the only
sell
way I
one.
would move. It doesn't make any sense to move them otherwise. So it doesn't. Make a Brian Hayes like. You gotta try to go around him. But he would cost a ton. Euclid Park, Jewish Park. Well, that's pretty cool. They want to hold the Yahweh. Tanya, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Miguel Endo was robbed at gunpoint by 3 guys in the major park. Thankfully, he didn't get shot, but he was beat, and he was in the hospital in intensive care. But he's apparently reporting to camp tomorrow, so it's a good sign that he's better or getting on the way back. So, Rob Cal, welcome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Welcome.
I like bowling.
If I have any free agent predictions
Black
for the
gold.
Marlins and also your overall thoughts on
This is actually one of the
Marlins are interesting. I think they're
chrome black
gold
golds.
trade, but if I were the Marlins, I'd be going after Nick Castellanos.
Perfect corner.
Jeter wanted them to sign him. He's the guy that I think they would be well off to sign. I think they'd be well off to trade for somebody like Gleyber Torres.
Man,
as
these
well.
are sharp, dude. There ain't no fuzzies hanging off or
I'd be
nothing.
loading up on offense if I were the Marlins.
Another
Those
perfect corner. I mean, stupid sharp.
I think he's going to.
That's crazy. That's sharper than some of these tins that are PSA tins I was looking
Do
at.
well to bring him in. I think he would be a great confident.
Why can't all cards be that good?
To the rest of that offense. Free agent Padres thoughts? Like I think the Padres are going to make probably a trade. Maybe for somebody like Chad Green or like Amir Garrett.
Yeah, this card wouldn't lose any points for edges and corners. No way.
To get a big deal.
I hate that glares right there, but again,
they
absolutely perfect corner.
Yeah, the guys to cut.
It's a little
Wow,
very
Ernie
fuzzy.
Wells, Travis Hatton, Lucas. Wow. Supposed to get Tinchucci. I remember that. I do remember that, Alexander. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the only
Yeah, I mean, Conforto's an option, but I mean, how much?
the only slight issue with this card is the centering is.
I don't know. Gallo getting a fresh start here.
Man, that's crazy. The centering is gonna let show up.
If they move Gallo,
So
it's better. It looks better.
I don't know. I'm gonna match the white up with the edge of the screen right here, so you can get an idea of like the width of the white border.
You got the Grom, you got Scherzer, you got Taiwan Walker, you have Carlos Carrasco.
That's on the left side of the card.
Monster.
I'm gonna go to the right.
Monster rotation. Monster rotation. Big boy, trade proposal? Are you putting one out or are you asking me to put one out?
Man, it doesn't really look like that big a difference when on here, but it seemed like to the naked eye I could tell there's a little bit.
I think he's kind of laying the seeds for
I don't know.
big moves, Cashman. He's always like this. Very rarely does he strike right away. Very rarely.
I mean, I don't think it's so slight. I don't think anyone would ding it. It may be a little high on centering, like top to left. The top and bottom, I mean, maybe a little bit. Yeah. That'd be the only. I don't think anyone would say anything on that left or right center, but the top and bottom might. That still, I think, would be one of the ones worth
Actually, if you can get Olsen,
possibly
Montez, and Reynolds for that, I would do it, big boy.
possibly
2
sitting
separate
in.
trades, I would do it.
And I need
I like those 2 trades. Those are good.
I never had this in the top loader. I should have already had that one.
Yankees into look like he won. Gio at third, Story at short, Torres at second, Olsen at
Bust
first.
out the BCW. I hadn't opened the ones that said rookie card on them.
Christian Arias too, yeah. I think the Padres
But
rotation
hey,
is solid.
it actually fits here. So.
Long relievers and some more bullpen depth to help offset that, the rotation. So Clevenger coming back from Tommy John, hopefully stays healthy and gives them some production. So that'll be pretty good. I think the Mariners are a contender, especially if they add like Chris Bryant or something. They're definitely a contender.
Card. So that's
Nick's talk. I do think they're probably willing to add him to it. Yes.
That's a maybe.
And extending Judge, I've said this a lot. I think the Yankees should give him their best offer for an extension.
Putting
and he says no, trade him.
submissions going here.
I mean,
Flawless cards.
That's a good question. I haven't seen them all, so
that
I can't really give my
would probably submit going
informed
there.
opinion on that. I think I'll give you Batman is Christian Bale. Dark Knight
I don't know. What do you think is better to send? Rookie cards or
I think Story comes
autograph?
to the Yankees. If he doesn't come to the Yankees, I can see him going to the Angels.
This is what I just kind of like want submitted for myself. It's
Torres,
not.
Wells, Clark, Schmidt.
I mean, it'd probably bring a decent amount. Me and Greg Maddox if I got a 10, but
I would do that because you're not.
I don't even want to sell it. Like this is just a card I want to keep in my PC
You
anyway.
Torres instead of Peraza, I would do it. Johnny Lasagna, Zachary, I think he'd be a better candidate to close games this year.
I don't think it would get a 10. It'd probably get a 9 with the
DJ, I think, is going to be floating.
with the corners just having the slightest bit of fuzz.
The utility guy that they actually signed him to be. I think he's going to go back to that. Brian's definitely better than our show. He's also a lot more expensive though.
I don't know. I got one. I got one definite.
Christian Bale.
I'll have to get in here tomorrow and
Michael Keaton.
there's a Dansby Bowman rookie numbered to 50.
Pirates. I can see that. McCutcheon not a free agent? Or is he?
Exact. I'm like torn. I want to do cards for the PC, but I also want to do
Yeah, well, I'm with you, Freddie.
cards I'd be willing to sell so that I
Somebody's
can
going to give
get some money
Freeman,
back.
that's for sure. Checking Twitter here to see if there's any updates for the Yankees.
It's gonna be hard to sell.
No. Let me check the Yankees.
I'll probably go through some more tomorrow.
Personal site here. If there's anything going on.
Here we go. We can look at
Nothing. Nothing. I think we're going to wind up not getting anything until tomorrow.
Oh yeah, the Ozzy's. I'm glad that Ozzy was.
I would not bring
I hadn't really looked that close at it till now.
Time change.
I didn't realize how good it was. I see some 50,
I haven't gone to the Yankees yet.
57 tops under the microscope. Just be interested to see what they look like.
Luis Castillo.
Old as dirt.
That's who I think. Jack Nicholson's Joker. Heath Ledger, to me, the best Joker, and Jack Nicholson behind him. But Heath Ledger's Joker was so intense. So intense. I would not bring Tornado or Betances back not anymore.
I mean, to me, considering the age,
I don't know what Judge wants Nick Ferguson, but I think
Not
he's going to
bad.
get at least $30 million a year, between 30 and 35 a year. I think he's going to get that minimum.
do they go easy on the vintage cards to some degree, like not hold them as the
We met
dark corners bad
Garbage
with your
went to the Rangers, and then you have Jonah Hine, that was a young catcher
just
there.
rounded out and
Might be available, so the Yankees
actually
get
missing
something
some
like that,
material.
Or, Wilson Contreras, then I think they'll try and trade Sanchez. But not until then. Story can go to St. Louis too. I don't think the Mets will ever win New York either. I'm with you 100%, Jared. No.
Same day.
I think Jack will be fine. He's made bad pitches at bad times, but he's always around 2.3
Look at that edge.
ERA. He's always got the stats. He's just unfortunately not clutch. So.
That's what you get with 52.
Now Justin's official now, Verlander, his 1-year deal. And it becomes an option with 130 or 140 innings pitched. It's a vesting option. Freeman, I could see with the Blue Jays. That would stink for the Yankees. But it is what it is. I think Rizzo ends up in Boston, Sean Johnson.
This is Felix Mantilla. Mantilla.
Rizzo, yeah. No, I know. Just Kicks absolutely right. The D-backs can get. I think they can get some guys. I think they're gonna wind up trading some guys for some other guys. Free agency.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how like a 7 on a modern card would be just devastating, and it would be trash. The quarter's pretty good for not being rounded out. But it'd be like terrible to get back a 7. But then again, you go and look at like a 57 Hank Aaron or 57 like Warren Spahn. And man, you're gonna pay a chunk. That 57 Hank Aaron PSA 7. You're looking at like
Heath's Joker was crazy.
I want to say that card goes for like almost $1,500,
I could see him going.
which is cool because I want the card. I just wouldn't be able to buy an already graded PS7, so I don't know if I'd just be looking out for
Yankees have not signed Bradmore, but there's been an article saying
a decent raw to get graded. But I think
Freeman goes to LA, I could see Rizzo and the Braves. Yeah, I could too.
Not being retarded, I think that 57
Jock,
was
I would take, but not before Reynolds or some other guys.
Hank Aaron's MVP year.
I would have
I can't think.
over Freeman. I think Boyd gets traded for pitching.
So that might be why that card goes for a little more, just being as significant. He won the World Series and it was the MVP year. Just a significant year in his career.
In my opinion. And I do think they wind up re-signing Gardner. So Talbot, Olsen's
well,
the guy.
I guess we're gonna wait another
thank you for coming on.
day
2 hours now. I'll be here in the
for
morning.
Freddie news.
So have a great night, everybody. And again, thanks so much for your support.
You would think that
Go Yankees. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I don't know. You would think someone would have decided something. 76. Is that the one where it says new home run king or new home run leader or something? I saw a card that said that. I don't remember if that was a 76
What's
card.
up, everybody? A couple minutes early, but I couldn't wait, especially seeing all you folks on here. I mean, isn't today a good day? Today's a good day. I mean, baseball's back. Baseball's back. Let me give a shout out to everybody here. Mark Brown, 80, quadruple eights. What's happening?
We know the difference between an average guest and Buster only. Yeah, and Buster joins us
Let me
now.
look it up.
Buster, help me out with one thing. I know you got a little bit of a time constraint. I was promoting,
You said,
promising a
well, you
baseball
just 76.
bacchanal. It was going to happen fast and furious. Well, what's going on?
Well, first off, I do think, and some agents agree with me on this, the fact that the teams haven't been able to be in person with the players might be slowing down some of the timeline between getting an agreement and getting, physical and all that information. I had an agent tell me a little while ago.
How old was he there?
Like, there are deals in
I
the
don't know how.
pipeline already. We saw Carlos Rodon just signed with the Giants, and I think there's a bunch of stuff coming. It is a tidal wave, and from what I'm hearing, a lot of focus on pitching and a lot of focus on possible trades. For example, related to the Yankees, I think there's
he was 42.
a perspective that the teams that might be involved in the first base market want to see where Olsen goes and how that affects the price of Freddie Freeman.
So would the Yankees prefer Freddie Freeman, or would they prefer Olsen? Now, they'd have to give up a lot to get Olsen and just money to get Freeman. Who do they prefer?
Yeah, my gut instinct, just knowing Brian Cashman, is that Freeman Freeman, all things being equal, would be the guy that they want because they wouldn't give up
That's
prospects.
what I mean.
If they
For
could just
in
use
most
cash
cases,
and
guys
money,
that end up
they're in a
with
better position
crazy
than they are
records is
today, since the CBT level got
a big
pushed up
part of
$20
it.
million to
To
230.
play and play and play. That's
Then
why,
maybe they
like y'all were
felt,
talking
you know,
about
2 or 3
Pujols,
weeks ago. And I
that
know
man's
they
just gonna
talked a
keep
lot
hanging on,
internally
trying to
about
hang
the
around
idea of being able to drop
and
Freddie
chase the
Freeman
record.
into that lineup between Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, and have a contact hitter and a left-handed hitter and a guy. And
Trying to find
Michael,
that Hank Aaron
I can't
card
remember
that
if you and I talked about this. Freddie
I was thinking
reminds me
about.
so much of Paul O'Neill in terms of how he would handle New York. Paul O'Neill didn't care about, you know, what idiots like
That's
me are
the
writing or what fans are thinking, because he was just so obsessed
57
with his own
Hank.
performance. That's how Freddie is.
That's the
And
one
I
I
think Freddie
need to
would
get
be
for
a
the
perfect
set.
fit in so many different ways.
Now, Volpe
That's
is
just
somebody that could actually bring
I'm not
down
sure
the
what this
Olsen
goes for
deal
raw,
because
but
the
like
Yankees don't want to give him up. But
it
they
says
want
very
to
good
lock him
to
in the buster. So how do
VG
the
to
Yankees get a
EX
shortstop when
condition.
they've got so many good
But look at the
prospects at
centering.
that position down in minors?
You know,
Like you can,
Angels and
it's
Simmons is an
obviously
easy,
way off on centering,
you know, an easy out. It wouldn't cost that much
and
money.
he's
It falls down
asking
the position for you, buys
$125.
you some time. I tell you this, there are people I talk to with other teams who absolutely believe that Volpe is going to be a factor in the big leagues this year. So it's not like you're looking at filling a big amount of time. I know they had some conversations about Trevor Story, but for a team that's so right-handed, to add another right-handed hitter with the amount of money that Story would cost, with the risk,
Here's a 57 Hank Aaron SGC 1.5, and he's asking $165.
Cressy has had Story on his premises this winter, so the Yankees
Man,
will have
1.5
some
just looks sad.
internal sense of how Story's elbow is.
You also reported exclusively it looks like Clayton Kershaw might be headed back to the Dodgers. There was some thought that he wanted to play at home in Texas.
Man, that card I was telling you about where it says like new home run leader. I feel like I see that all the time when I look up Hank Aaron stuff, and now that I wanted to show it to you.
And the strong feeling is he's going to go back to the Dodgers. I don't think he was ever going to leave because he's a legacy
No,
guy.
it's not going to come up.
He's the modern day Sandy Koufax. And you know, if he was going to, the question among most of the people I talked to during the winter, you know, Clayton was, look, if he doesn't pitch for the Dodgers, then he's probably not pitching. You know, he has arm issue that shut down his season at the end of last year. The expectation was that he was going to pick up a ball in January and February and see how he feels. From what I understand, Dodgers
Okay,
people
so
saying that they, you know, they
it was a 74.
he feels good, and so that probably is a
The 74 tops is what I was thinking of.
Now, speaking of the Dodgers, I keep
Can I get this
hearing that they have interest in Freeman. They have Max Muncy. Now, I know he can play in a lot of places. Why would you add the salary of Freeman?
Michael, that's where the DH
It's a cool card.
comes into play. And
This is just when he broke the record.
The other day, and he talked about how he's comfortable playing second base. And the Dodgers are one of those teams where they move guys around so much, you know, that and especially now with the DH in play, I think they would have the flexibility to do it. The big question about the Dodgers for me on Freeman is whether or not they're going to be willing to you know, structure a deal that's going to be interesting to a 32-year-old. You know, that we've heard that in the conversations between Freeman and the Braves, it's a difference of 5 or 6 years. I don't see the Dodgers, given their recent history, you know, giving a guy at that age, you know, a 5 or 6 year contract. But what the Dodgers are more likely to do, and they've done it with other free agents, is to give him a lot of money in a 4-year deal. You know, like 4 for 30.
Freddie's gonna get signed, announced. He's gonna announce why RPM.
For Freddie to wind up out in LA.
And I would think that's the best pathway with the Yankees, too. Why would the Yankees want to sign him through the 38th season?
Well, the speculation among agents that I've spoken with is that the Yankees might try to do a DJ LeMahieu thing, where, you know, clearly when LeMahieu's negotiations, they agreed on the chunk of money.
Retarded.
I can't remember. You can help me out. I think it was 96.
$15 million a year, $90 million.
Right, and then they basically spread it out over a bunch of years just to reduce the CBT impact. Maybe with Freddie Freeman it would be the same thing, where you'd say, okay, here's the chunk of money, and, you know, I mean, I've heard estimates from rival agents somewhere in the range of $150 million. Maybe you spread it out over 6 or 7 years, and you lessen the impact on the CBT.
Just want to break in with this, guys, that Ian Rappaport is reporting that quarterback Deshaun Watson will not face charges as criminal matters are over. So I guess we'll talk about that a little bit later. Buster, what are the Mets going to do here?
they're going to be really aggressive on pitching. By the way, Don, it's great to have you back. I've been listening.
Thank you, Buster.
Yeah. So everything that I've heard about the Mets is that they're all in on bullpen as this restarts. One interesting name in that regard is Josh Hader of the Milwaukee Brewers, arguably the best reliever in baseball. He's a left-hander. I checked with teams this afternoon. They say that the Brewers' stance on him really hasn't changed. There's no sense at this point that they're, pricing him to sell as opposed to just telling teams as they have for 2 years, look, if you want to make us an offer, that's great. He would be the most interesting name. I tend to believe the Mets will wind up doing something like signing an Andrew Chafin, who was one of the best left-handed relievers in baseball last year. But that absolutely is their focus. And Michael, Buck and how he likes to have a lot of different type of weapons. They need some left-handers to balance out what they have.
All right, so where do you think, and we're talking with Buster only here, and he only has a couple more minutes, so where do you think Correa ends up?
I think
I keep reading about the Red Sox might be interested. Do you think there's any play there?
I guess there possibly is, but the problem is that with if the Red Sox sign Correa, on one hand, it would allow them to go to Xander Bogaerts and say what other teams have been saying. Look, Xander, we don't think you're a very good shortstop right now. We want to move you to another position. But it would tee up the Red Sox for an immediate bad contract situation, besides the whole question of moving Xander off shortstop, because Bogaerts, he has an opt-out after this coming year.
Right.
And you've got Devers that you're trying to sign, and you devalue him probably by moving him to third to first. That all said, I will tell you, they have spent a lot of time looking at elite infielders. The team with the most payroll flexibility that's been tied to the shortstop market of the Chicago Cubs basically don't really have that much in the way of salary obligations at all.
Twitter feed
and there
over
is
here.
a thought among agents that
Crazy with all
Carlos
this
turned down that
software though.
offer $275 from the Tigers. Might have an opportunity to go back to the Astros. They want a shortstop, and maybe the Astros and Carlos could structure a deal where it's like 2 years, $70 million,
I don't even know if
$35
you
million
can't
a year
read
with an
that, can you?
opt-out after the first year. Allow him to go back into the free agent market when he's not surrounded by 4 of the shortstops.
Well, the Yankees could do that. That would be the perfect situation for the Yankees. If they could get him on a short deal and then move Volpe in.
Right. You're 100% right. And maybe, and I know Carlos well enough. I've done 2 E60s on him. He is a tough guy. Like, he would have no problem. I'm sure that, especially after comments about Jeter, there'd be conversation about whether or not he would handle New York. He would be fine. He is absolutely personality. He's made for a big stage. He would embrace all of it.
All right, I know you have to run. Promise me, we get up there at 7. Are we going to have a big signing by then, or we have to wait? Are we going to wait till a Friday night dump?
You know what, Freddie Watch, where I just like stream other people's videos and have TweetDeck running. I need a second. I need to hook up my second screen so that I can control from one screen and set up the layout on the other.
If Kershaw is a big enough name, then maybe sometime in the next 48 hours we find out something about him.
So many tweets have nothing to do with Freeman.
Thanks for carving out some time for us.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Buster.
Yeah, Freeman would look good in Mets blue and orange. Get out of here. Nobody wants your comments.
Not called. Very late. Are you serious? That was called. That's unbelievable.
The tweets are slowing down for sure. I think everybody's going to bed. Now it's Freeman already.
And that's being a good sport right there. That was fun stuff. See, what a feeling is one
I gotta switch back to this different. Hey, hit those likes. Everybody type 1 if you're breathing right now. If you want Freeman to go back to the Braves, hit share. If you want Freeman to go to the Dodgers, subscribe.
Robbie, that Kemp hit. Deep short. Castro, the long throw will not get Harris.
I'll tell you what, that shows you the kind of athleticism.
There we go. I can see the chat. Yeah, I'm about to go take a 7-hour nap myself.
You could have drawn it up any better after all these years and all the trials and tribulation.
I don't know if Freddie signs with the Dodgers, he's working on that Pacific time. He might be announcing it in like 3 o'clock in the morning our time.
Winning RBI by sticking his elbow into the pitch from Anthony Bass. And that one is going to spin back into fair territory. Safe, and here comes the runner home. Dolan scoring, no one covering home plate.
There's a block
Alright,
right down
man.
the third base line. Let's see if Cano could turn it
See
into
what
two. He's steaming towards second, and he
see what happens. Maybe we'll all wake up to some news. But hopefully we're not doing the same thing tomorrow night. Just glued to streams on Twitter for 4 hours. They need to go ahead and announce it.
Swing and a drive to center. This one is gone.
Yeah, I don't know whose time zone they go on when they're negotiating. But California is wide awake, so we'll see. Alright, bro. Thanks for watching my experimental stream. Just getting the setup. I gotta get you in the chat, though.
Pops it up a little higher in the air, and then ultimately makes the catch.
You're like so happy for baseball to be back, only to sit here and just be waiting to find out what your team's gonna even look like.
Now watch this swing, and that ball bounces. So here we go. Here's your kind of like a drop kick, but with a bat.
Swing and a miss, and Solak strikes out. I mean, I don't know, based on where he's playing.
Well, that's very interesting. Did you see that grip? No. There goes Pedroia. Ortiz takes the throw to second base. Safe. And taken off for third is Pedroia. He'll get there. Nobody covered.
Hey, if you're still awake and you see something, send it to the chat. I might wake up in the middle of the night to see it. Peace, brother.